Hello, and welcome back to the 2020-21 Vassar Athletics Awards ceremony. I'm Amy Canfield, Assistant Director of Athletics for Communications, and it is my extreme honor to present to you today the Matthew Vassar Outstanding Career Award from a women's team. Before we announce this year's winner, I'm pleased to introduce you to all three of our finalists, actually, all four of our finalists, even though there's only three here. From field hockey, Ali Aquilina Piscatello. From women's swimming and diving, Bryn Lautenbacher. From women's soccer, Fiona Walsh. And from women's tennis, Frances Cornwall. Unfortunately, Frances is unable to join us today for the award reveal, but we will highlight her outstanding accomplishments in just a bit. So welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, as you know, this award is given annually to one male and one female senior student athlete in recognition of outstanding athletics performance in a Vassar Athletics Department sponsored sport over the course of their career at Vassar. This award recognizes athletics excellence in the context of team history and the current team, and the individual's performance in the context of league, conference, regional, and/or national competition. Each of our top four finalists has made an incredible impact in their sports, not just this past season during a global pandemic, but throughout their entire careers. I'd like to briefly read a portion of their nominations submitted by their coaches. Frances has established herself as one of the best and most dominant tennis players in Vassar women's tennis's storied history, with a combined career record of 72 and 31 overall, including 42 and 15 in singles and 30 and 1 in doubles, 30 and 11 in doubles. She played the number one position her entire career, defining the term fierce competitor. She brings her very best A game to competition, knows how to win, and knows equally how to exploit an opponent and close out a match, a quality that many players strive for yet cannot master. A two-time All Liberty League first team in singles as well as doubles competition, Frances dropped no more than one league singles match yearly. Winning 15 matches as a first year and 20 as a sophomore exemplifies her outstanding singles play. It is unfortunate that her junior and senior seasons were abbreviated due to COVID-19, or her record would be even more dominant. Watching her keep her opponent deep off the court and suddenly crushing a forehand winner after opening the court is truly the Frances way. Ali is an incredible defender. Following the graduation of an All-American sweeper, she made it her personal goal to step up and fill the gap, a goal I believe she met and accomplished. Because of her fearless, tenacious, and untiring devotion on our backfield, she earned all-region and all-league first-team honors in 2019. That season saw her start every game, playing a team-high 1,092 minutes while leading the squad with 14 defensive saves, ranking among Division III's top 10 in that category, while also helping her team record 7 shutouts. Her role has and continues to be felt on our defensive circle, and particularly our defensive corner unit, which was the best in the nation in Division III for 2018. We will miss her strong, supportive, and dominant presence on the back line and her strong communication on the field. If we had had a season, I cannot imagine how many more defensive saves and shutouts she would have helped the team earn. A true first team all-league, all-region, and strong potential of having been an All-American defender as well, Ali will truly be missed. Bryn's enthusiasm, dedication, and fast swimming produce highly competitive personal best performances, team records, and top 7 sisters and Liberty League performances throughout her Vassar career. A successful, high-level swimmer, she improved throughout her Vassar career on a personal, team, and conference championship level, able to place in top spots in multiple events. As a 3-time Liberty League champion and an 8-time Seven Sisters champion, she also broke a number of school records during her career and will graduate as the current record holder in the 50 butterfly, while combining with her relay teammates for top marks in the 200 and 400 medley relays, along with the 200 and 400 free relays. Because of Bryn's tremendous individual and relay performances, leadership, team spirit, and dedication to the program consistently during her 4 years, and her high commitment to strong athletics, she has helped VCSD to a whole new level. Though she was only able to play 3 seasons at Vassar due to the pandemic, Fiona made the most of those 3 years, breaking records, earning league honors, and proving herself to be a true force in goal. She was on track to crush a few more records if she was permitted to play in the 2020 season. but graduates as the women's soccer program's all-time leader in career shutouts with 18, career wins with 29, and wins in a season with 11. Again, all of which she accomplished in just 3 years. An All Liberty League second team and honorable mention selection in her career, she was a key player in helping us get to the first ever NCAA tournament and was the starting goalkeeper during 3 trips to the Liberty League tournament. Fiona has faced adversity in her time at Vassar, yet remained positive, hardworking, and steadfast in her morals and values. She is a consistent performer in the weight room, a reliable student worker in the department, and served as a captain on our team. Without Fiona, our team would not have been as successful as it has been the past 3 years. And now you know why they're our top 4 finalists. Incredible words and for all of our honorees. And now it's time for us to hear from our honorees. So we're going to go ahead and start with Allie. You have had an outstanding career at Vassar, experiencing championship tournaments and, of course, a bit of the pandemic on the side. Tell me about a moment that you feel sums up how to best describe your career as a brewer.
I think the first time we broke into the top 20 rankings, it was just so amazing to be recognized for how hard we were working to get to that point. And then later that season, we played TCNJ in the NCAA tournament in the Sweet 16, and we went into shootouts. And even though we lost, TCNJ has been a top team for years. And I think that we really showed everyone we could hang with the top teams in the country. And I was so grateful to be recognized for that.
Outstanding. Let's go to Bryn. So your coach in her nomination talked about how your enthusiasm and dedication helped you improve year to year. What were the biggest factors in you attaining that success in your brewer's career?
I think there were 3 main facets to just the amazing opportunities I had during my career. So I think the first big lesson that I learned when I got to Vassar was that even though swimming is widely regarded as an individual sport, here it really is treated as a team sport. And day in and day out, my teammates stood by me, supported me, cheered me on, and I really would not be where I am today without them. I think the second big thing that really helped me was learning how to effectively communicate with my coach. Liesl loves to talk and she wants to hear everything you want to say as well. She's so ready to work with you and help you reach your goals. And just her passion inspired me to work that much harder. And then finally, I've built a lot of relationships off of my team within the athletics department that have really helped me. I want to give a quick shout out to Fiona, whose positivity has just continued to inspire me to want to work harder. And I, again, would not be where I am today without that support from my teammates, my coach, and my friends.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. That's so wonderful. All right. So let's go to Fiona. So despite the loss of your senior season, you had a career that was incredibly successful and record breaking. How do you feel your playing days have shaped you overall for your life post Vassar?
Life post Vassar, that's a very bittersweet concept. I think with regards to my post grad life and occupational life, I think being a student athlete teaches us a lot of invaluable life lessons, ones that translate into the work world, things like accountability, discipline, resiliency, how to be energized by setbacks and weaknesses rather than frustrated and disheartened, how to identify your strengths and sell those strengths while maintaining humility and without getting complacent, and certainly how to communicate with different types of people and motivate different types of people. These are all very important things that are very important in a workplace, and especially when you're in a corporate setting and have to be a teammate and an effective leader. But I think during my playing days, the most important lesson that I've learned as a student athlete, and the one that will carry wherever I go, is that you need to practice gratitude to be successful. And success comes in all different types of packages, but you always need gratitude. And whether that be gratitude toward other people or gratitude toward the opportunities you've received and the resources you've been given, it's very important. And as a student athlete, especially at a distinguished school like Vassar, I'm extremely lucky and privileged, even on the worst days, to have those resources and to be able to play the sport I love at such a competitive level, and be around people who genuinely take an interest in my success and well-being. So I think of all the things I've learned as a student athlete and all the things that have shaped me, being part of this program, I think gratitude is at the top of that list.
That's a fantastic answer. Gratitude, and also gratitude towards yourself, not just everybody else, but we have to remember that too. So great words. Thank you for all your responses, but guess what? You're not done yet. I have another bonus question for each of you. So what have you learned about yourself over the last 4 years of Vassar as a student, an athlete, and an individual? I know it's a tough one. There's probably a lot there and hard to narrow down, but I'm going to have you do it anyway. So let's go ahead and start with Allie.
Let's see. I guess I came into Vassar with a little bit of imposter syndrome. I really couldn't believe I got in and I was recruited. So I really came in guns swinging. I really tried so hard in the classroom and on the field to really prove that I should be here. And I think that I have learned that I do deserve to be at Vassar, to be on this team, to be here. And I don't regret for 1 second all of the hard work that I put in.
Wonderful. That is, you definitely deserve to be here. You've proven that. Let's go to Bryn.
That is a tough answer to follow. I think, as I mentioned in my previous answer, the biggest thing for me has been the support and connections with my teammates and my friends. I think those friendships have supported me in the classroom, in my athletic career, and just in general. I mean, going through the pandemic, going through just daily life at this point has been incredibly difficult. And I've been surrounded by so many incredible friends, coaches, teammates, other athletes, and it's never once felt lonely. Even when it could, it didn't. And I have learned that putting those relationships, honestly, above all else, has been so important and so invaluable in my time here.
That's so true. I mean, we've all experienced that loneliness, and even when you're around people during the pandemic, it really forced you to evaluate what was the most important. So it's a fantastic answer. And last but certainly not least, Fiona.
Yeah, I think on the field, in the classroom, the one thing I've learned about myself and I had to really adjust to is that it's a right to be vulnerable, and to ask help and to show others you're not perfect. You make mistakes, especially as an athlete, especially as a female athlete, you're groomed to be tough, to break this stigma, to be strong, not to show a lot of emotion. And as I've grown into a successful student athlete here and become an upperclassman and a captain, I think, my teammates and coaches put you on this pedestal. Especially as a captain, you become this rock for your teammates. Whether you're down in a game or a teammate is struggling with achieving their goals, or their mental health, you have to be this rock. And I've learned that, strong, effective leaders can and should be vulnerable and empathetic. This is something I've certainly struggled with because, I love to grit through things. I like to fight through things. And I've always been the type to keep a really good poker face and to put my own needs aside, for the good of my teammates and for the good of our goals. But I learned that it's a right to be vulnerable and to show people that I'm human too. I struggle, I make mistakes, and that's a right. It doesn't make anybody any less strong or any less successful.
That's fantastic. That's, whether you're in a global pandemic or not, those are the types of things that we should all strive to learn about ourselves. Thank you so much to all of you for taking the time to talk about your experiences, to talk about your careers. It's so truly appreciated, and congratulations once again on being our finalists. It is now time to unveil the 2020-21 winner of the Matthew Vassar Outstanding Career Award from a women's team.
And the award goes to Frances Cornwall, women's tennis.
I'm honored and humbled to be considered for this award, and it's very exciting to learn that I'm the recipient. Congratulations to the other finalists on their outstanding careers. I want to express my gratitude to the Vassar women's tennis team and to all of my teammates throughout my career for their support through both the good and challenging times. Their support helped make my experience so meaningful and inspired me to give my best in competition. Additionally, I want to thank my Vassar coaches, Kathy and Mark, and advisors for their guidance and support. I also owe thanks to Susie and Max and Coach Alice. I'm very grateful to receive this award and will miss my Vassar women's tennis team very much.